amigos. Hi, friends. The story I have for you is The Three Little Tamales. It's by Eric A. Kimmel and illustrated by Valeria Docampo. The Three Little Tamales. This one's kind of long, so you'll have to be very patient and sit and listen. Once upon a time in Texas, there lived a couple known to all as Tio Jose and Tia Lupe. Tio Jose and Tia Lupe owned a taqueria, a little restaurant. Everyone said that Tia Lupe made the best tortillas and tamales in all of Texas. Every morning she wrapped the tamales in corn husks and steamed them in a pot. When they were done, she put them by the window to cool. One day, three little tamales saw a tortilla rolling by. "Where are you going?" they asked the tortilla. "I'm running away," the tortilla told them. "If I stay here, someone's going to eat me. You'll be eaten too. You'd better run." "We don't want to be eaten," the three little tamales said. They decided to run away together. They jumped out the window and ran down the road before anyone knew they were gone. The first little tamale ran until she came to the prairie. She breathed in the smell of sagebrush. "I want to live here," the little tamale said. She built herself a little house, a casita, out of sagebrush and moved in. She went to sleep that night surrounded by the sweet smell of sage. The second little tamale ran until he came to a cornfield. He listened to the rustling corn stalks. "That sounds like music. I want to live here," the second little tamale said. He built his casita out of corn stalks and moved in. He went to sleep that night listening to the music of the corn stalks. So there's his and there's hers. The third little tamale ran until she came to the desert. She saw a cactus bristling with thorns. "Cactus will make a strong house," she said. "Cactus will make a strong house. The thorns will protect me," the third little tamale said. She built her casita out of tough, prickly cactus and moved in. She slept soundly that night, protected by the cactus. Have you ever touched a cactus? Don't do it. It's very ouchy. The three little tamales lived happily for a time. Then one day, who should come trotting by but Señor Lobo, the big bad wolf. The first little tamale saw him coming. She ran inside her sagebush house and shut the door. There's Señor Lobo. Señor Lobo walked up to her house. He looked in the window and said, "Señorita Tamale, por favor, I want to come in, so open the door." The first little tamale replied, "Señor Lobo, muy lindo, I'm sorry to say, I won't let you in, so please go away." Señor Lobo answered, "I'll huff and I'll puff like a Texas tornado and blow your casita from here to Laredo." You think our house is going to stay standing? Then he huffed and puffed until he blew the sagebrush casita to pieces. But the first little tamale got out just in time. She ran to her brother's house, the one made of corn stalks. The second little tamale saw her coming. He opened the door and let her in just as Señor Lobo arrived. Señor Lobo walked up to the cornstalk house. He looked in the window and said, "Señor Tamale, por favor, I want to come in, so open the door." The second little tamale replied, "Señor Lobo, muy guapo, I'm sorry to say I won't let you in, so please go away." Señor Lobo answered, "I'll huff and I'll puff like a Texas tornado and blow your casita from here to Laredo." Do you think he's going to make it? That house is going to make it? No. Then he puffed and puffed until he blew the cornstalk casita to pieces. But the 2 little tamales escaped just in time. They ran to their sister's house in the desert, the one made of cactus. I bet they'll be safe in that house. The 3rd little tamale saw them coming. She opened the door and let them in just as Señor Lobo arrived. Señor Lobo walked up to the cactus house. He looked in the window. He knocked on the door. Ow! He yelled as the cactus thorn stuck him. Then he said, Señorita Tamale, por favor. I want to come in, so open the door. Do you see the cactuses in his hand? The 3rd tamale replied, Señor Lobo, muy tonto. I'm sorry to say I won't let you in, so please go away. Señor Lobo answered, I'll huff and I'll puff like a Texas tornado and blow your casita from here to Laredo. Do you think he's going to be successful? This piece of hair keeps driving Miss H nutso. Go ahead and try. I don't think you can, the 3rd little tamale told him. That made Señor Lobo angry. He huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed until he was out of breath. But the little casita never budged because the cactus was tough. Its roots were strong and its long, sharp thorns were woven tightly together. So far, they're safe. I know what I'll do, Señor Lobo said. If I can't blow this house to pieces, I'll climb down the chimney. The 3 little tamales will never know I'm coming. But when Señor Lobo climbed on top of the house, the cactus thorns pricked his paws. Ay, 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 he yelped as he tiptoed across the roof. Señor Lobo is on the roof. He is coming down the chimney. What will we do? We'd better run, cried the 1st little tamale. We'd better hide, said the 2nd little tamale. No, we won't, said the 3rd little tamale. I'm not afraid of Señor Lobo. I know a better way to deal with him than running away and hiding. She told the others her plan. They agreed to help her. What do you think they're going to do? The 3 little tamales filled a pot with water and set it on the fire to boil. They heard Señor Lobo climbing down the chimney. Ay, 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 he yelled. Splash, he fell into the pot of water. Clang, the 3 little tamales covered the pot with an iron lid. Let me out, Señor Lobo howled. No, we can't, the 3 little tamales replied. We're cooking wolf tamales for dinner. I don't want to be a tamale, Señor Lobo yelled. He jumped out of the pot, climbed back up the chimney, and ran across the roof. He didn't let the cactus thorns slow him down. He ran until he was out of sight, and he never came back. Señor Lobo was gone for good. The 3 little tamales never had to worry about him again. So they had a fiesta and invited all their friends to celebrate. And who were the friends who came to the fiesta? And who were the friends who came to the fiesta of the 3 little tamales? Why, the runaway tortillas, of course. The end. So this was like the big bad wolf and the 3 little pigs, but it was with the tamales. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed the story.